Right, so we had the Pokemon Presents recently, didn't we? And that was quite surprising. New Legends game and everything.
More like Pokemon put me to sleep during the presentation.
Yep.
I don't care if it doesn't work for that segment of the presentation, I'm sticking with it.
Well, I mean, like, honestly, there was Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sleep, and Pokemon Unite. Oh, and Pokemon. What is it? Pokemon Cafe Remix.
Yeah, the Pokemon Cafe remix, the most important Pokemon app game ever, Tom. You go,
Like, it's kind of funny because I'm not really gonna have much to say about them three because like I'm not saying no one likes them, but I've never really bothered with any of them except Pokemon Go, and that was like time ago.
oh, it's the perfect round. We might as well do a roundup, so
Yeah.
let's do a lightning round.
Do you actually remember what the updates were?
Yeah?
You don't sound so sure.
Yeah!
Well, I hope you do, because I remember sweet bugger all about any of them.
I can wing it and just sound convincing.
Yeah, so Pokemon Sleep, they've added
Yeah.
Pokemon Sex Tracker.
So Pokemon Sleep, they added the legendary dogs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Legendary Beasts.
Dogs, beasts, whatever they are. And that guy woke up with a
Raikou
lion
in
in
his
his
room.
bedroom.
Yeah, an electric, like, legendary back from the dead beast.
I think he's probably dead.
Yeah, either that or he snuck out of there. If he had a Master Ball, he would have been fine. In fact, no, because in the Gen 2 games, whenever you encounter Raikou, it bloody runs away.
I mean, that's the same for all three of them.
Oh, still, it probably woke up, saw that he was there, and thought, nah, you're not going to catch me, and then just, like, dived out the window. So, what was it for Pokemon Unite?
Pokemon Unite, new update, event, all some new costumes.
Didn't it add some new Pokemon as well?
Yeah, maybe a new Pokemon.
Let's just skip
it was a Scarlet and Violet event.
Just skip Pokemon Unite because we remember bugger all about it.
No, I'm remembering it. Just it's coming to me slowly.
Very slowly.
They added Agumon as a playable character.
Oh, for God's sake! Right, Pokemon Go. It was new Pokemon being added, wasn't it? And like.
Oh no, they added Agumon to Pokemon Go. That's what it.
Shut up about Agumon. Okay, let's just skip to the main event then. Pokemon.
Pokemon Go is just a new event for new things and everything. They've already added a Pokemon, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But then there's Pokemon Cafe Remix. You're skipping over it again. Pokemon Cafe Remix. They've got another event with the new Pokemon coming to your cafe with new costumes. You got like the three starters from Scarlet and Violet games, and they might have already been in the game, but who cares? There's Koraidon and Miraidon.
And then there was the Pokemon Legends. Is it? I don't know if it's like Z-A, Z-A, ZA, or whatever.
Pokemon Legends Zaza.
Pokemon Legends Zygarde, let's just call it.
I suppose before we move on to the big topic, we should also, I guess, just address the trading card app game, which we basically just got the name of.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Sort of how it might work, but
we got the name
date.
We got the name like an approximate, and I can't speak today. We got the name and an approximate release date.
What was the approximate release date?
Like end of 2024, I think, like autumn or winter.
Really?
I don't know. But yeah, one thing I have noticed about the logo, actually, the ZA thing, is the black part is very clearly Zygarde, with the hexagons and that. But the A doesn't look like hexagons, it looks like it's got scales instead. So, that's definitely, like, something different. I mean, that is most certainly not going to be Zygarde, because Zygarde is hexagon all over, like, I remember this.
Yeah, so I guess now we can move on to your favourite part, which is the Pokemon Legends Zaza. Now, you recently, or maybe soon are making that prediction video, aren't you? On your channel.
Yeah, I haven't actually done it yet.
But you are going to make it on the channel.
Yeah, I assume so. I was going to do it yesterday, but I just couldn't be bothered. You know, like, yeah.
On channel Cryscorde
Cryscorde
on YouTube. Look it up. Get some views. For like the 5 viewers.
If you're gonna, man, I don't even get 5 viewers anymore. And if you're gonna plug my channel, then at least say the name right.
Okay, so what's the full name of your channel?
Cryscorde, and then like CH period.
Cryscorde CH period.
Cryscorde.
Alright. Go watch his channel. Watch the prediction video. Do you want to do a quick rapid fire predictions here as well?
I'd have to get the PowerPoint up, so just to quickly talk about something else first.
Alright. What I find fascinating about the hive mind activity of ant species is that when they go out
preferably something on topic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't specify it, right? Fine, I guess we'll talk about actual predictions.
Never mind, I've got the damn thing up now.
Okay.
So, like, there was, no, I don't want to buy bloody premium. So, there's,
what
like...
What are you trying to buy a premium for, eh? Naughty.
PowerPoint.
So what you call it.
Anyway. So, like...
Moving on.
I've got, like, a PowerPoint here. In fact, I just quickly get it up on, actual OBS so people can see if they're watching the video. Bloody thing isn't positioned right. Good enough. So anyway, I've got like a few slides here. First of all would be gameplay, which I've got a few predictions for, but I think there's going to be more like mechanics from Legends Arceus, you know, like the catching and battling.
Makes sense.
They might have new Pokemon mounts, because I don't think they're going to exclude that. Or it could even, instead of being like for manoeuvring around, because you're going to be based in like mostly flatland, I assume, it could be Pokemon for landscaping, you know, like using Copperaja for clearing rock and all that.
Or...
And then maybe that will get you resources.
What's the rabbit Pokemon in X and Y?
The rabbit one.
Bunnelby? Diggersby.
Yeah, Bunnelby and Diggersby. Diggersby could be for digging to like... I don't know. Or in fact, you can still use a shovel for filling in trenches and that, can't you? So Diggersby could be used for filling things in.
You're making trenches. Are you making the Maginot line?
No, if you're filling in trenches, I mean. Like if there's a river or something and they want to get rid of it.
Oh, you mean filling in rivers? I was going to say that.
Well, I mean, it's just...
You think of this game set in like the 1950s?
It's just an example. I don't think they would fill in a river if they had one.
Yeah.
Like
Welcome
places
to a
built
Pokemon
around
game
it.
set in the 1910s.
Well, I mean, we have been wanting something about the Pokemon War, haven't we?
You're being drafted.
when was like the last time England and France had like a war, you know, in real life?
Napoleonic. Pretty sure.
Napoleonic, there we go. It's going to be the Napoleonic Wars, except it's going to be Galar versus Kalos.
Did you forget the name of the Napoleonic Wars?
Napoleonic Wars.
Yeah, did you forget the name of it?
No, I just never heard it before. Anyway, I reckon there's definitely going to be like a cell collecting mechanic, you know, where gradually you find Zygarde cells. And a lot of people have been talking about potential story and lore details. Like, some people think Clement's ancestor is going to have a prominent role, you know, because he's like in the electric gym. Clement is, I mean.
Someone that hasn't played X and Y, you know, since it
Clement
came
is
out
Clement is the gym leader of Lumio City. He's the blonde guy that travels with Ash in the anime.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, Lumio City has like the big tower there, and that's where the electric type gym is, so yeah.
Who's the homeless guy from X and Y then?
As. You mean the guy that's like thousands of years old?
Yeah.
yeah, people have pointed out that with like the Pokemon Legends ZA thing, the logo for that is as spelled backwards. So people think that he might have a role. Otherwise, they would have just called it Pokemon Legend Z or Pokemon Legend Zygarde. But what?
Maybe it's because Z is the last letter in the alphabet and A is the first letter of the alphabet.
I don't know. But yeah, some people think that Volo might make a return.
I hate that idea. I'm just clarifying that. I hate that idea. I hate Volo.
Ryan doesn't really like Volo as a character, so he doesn't want Volo to come back. I don't know if Volo will come back as like a recurring villain throughout the Legend series, because they apparently take place during similar time periods. Like I thought Pokemon Legends Arceus would be at least 1,000 years in the past, but apparently it wasn't that long ago compared to 1,000 years. Like, isn't it 1800s it's set in or something?
Yeah, like the conversation we had the other way. Japan and other Eastern countries like China and that had a still quite a, I guess, cultural and I guess consistent past. They sort of stay quite in that feudal period quite a lot longer.
Yeah, there wasn't much. Well, I'm not going to say there wasn't much technological development, but I get what you're saying. I don't really know if you'd call it feudal, but it was more old-fashioned, I guess, for longer. But I mean, to kind of balance things out, as soon as World War II ended, Japan started making a bunch of different technology and making it better than everyone else.
I wonder if that was because of a certain event in World War II.
Yeah, it was America, trying to help Japan's government get back on its feet or something. They probably did that as not repayment or anything, but for lack of a better word, with the nuclear bombs. Probably trying to make themselves look good after, dropping 2 nukes on the country.
Yeah, for lack of a better word. So America dropped 2 nuclear bombs on Japan.
You get what I mean. I'm not trying to remind people of pain, I'm just... In fact, we're going off on a tangent, aren't we? So,
we do that anyway, it's what makes it interesting.
What I want to know most of all about, the new Legends game, will it include the world's first ever fur-throw groomers? The dog. We need to work out who decided that the dogs were going to get haircuts. We need it.
Of that type of groomer, okay.
What the hell did you think?
I was getting concerned
Never mind.
Where you were going with this.
Okay, moving on. So, there's also, potential for new Megas, isn't there? Because Mega Pokemon got brought back. Do you reckon Zygarde's going to get a Mega? We're moving on from that now. So do you think any Pokemon are going to get new Mega forms, or just a return with the old ones?
I'd take a strong guess at probably the starters.
Oh yeah, I reckon the starters will definitely get one.
Or maybe if they get new forms because of the Legend game, they might not give them what I'm trying to say, Mega Evolutions, but maybe the actual Gen 6 starters.
I mean, that'd be pretty good, to be honest, because they never got anything in the previous... Sorry, not previous, in the X and Y games.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we had Ash Greninja, but that isn't really a Mega.
Yeah, I thought that it was some form of Mega, but Brian explains to me that it's just a form. I reckon Zygarde might get some kind of Mega form. Once it gets to 100%, it'll get a Mega form that will be, a boss battle, like
1000%.
Like Eternamax Eternatus, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Because you can battle that, but you can't use it. Brian reckons that won't be the case though, because it's the box legendary. So if they wanted to give it a Mega evolution, then people would probably want to keep it. But I wanted to be able to use Eternamax Eternatus, but they don't let you use that, so I don't really see a difference.
I'm just trying to think. So Zygarde 100% already looks like a Megazord thing. So, you're saying it gets to 100%,
Are you
potentially as a
wondering?
form change?
Are you wondering what the Mega would look like?
Yeah.
I actually had an idea for that. I think that if it does be what I reckon, and it's like a end game boss fight or like post end game boss fight, then instead of like being something that could easily be used in any encounter, it's like a massive serpentine looking creature, kind of like 50% Zygarde, the original one we saw. And it's like coiled around the battlefield, and its head is positioned opposite where the trainer will be, like the player character. And then you just attack its head, basically.
I'm just imagining the Midgard serpent. Like the God of War games, and I guess
Yeah, like the world
serpent.
Like the world serpent from Norse mythology.
Yeah, the Midgard serpent.
Yeah, I think it's called the world... whatever it's called.
Midgard is Earth, so... Or it's like this...
Same thing then, basically.
Yeah, this, like... yeah, I guess presence on the... What's it in Norse mythology, like a world's tree, or something?
The world tree.
Yeah.
There is, like, apparently a snake in Norse mythology that bites onto the roots of the world tree and tries, like, taking energy from it or something.
Is that the serpent?
No, I think it's a different serpent, but...
Oh, okay.
I do also have predictions for the starters, and normally I just save it for my, like, own video I was going to do, but people can probably see the little diagram I've made with some that have been circled, so... yeah, personally, I think that the starters are going to be Fuecoco, Trico, and then either Sobble or Mudkip. Sobble or Mudkip, Sobble or Piplup.
Or Mudkip.
No, I don't think it'll be Mudkip, unfortunately. Like, I've got my reasons for predicting this, but I'll save some of it for my own video, but Piplup in particular, people have been saying it's... Empoleon is based off of Napoleon, so they reckon that'll be like a connection.
There has been a bit of a community prediction about the fire-type starter as well.
What's that?
Which I find really funny. It's, people are predicting it could be... I'm really bad at Pokemon names. The fire starter from Sword and Shield.
From Sword and Shield? Scorbunny.
Yeah, Scorbunny, I was going to say Cinderace, but...
Yeah, same Pokemon, just different ages.
Which one's the final evolution? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, so people think it could be Cinderace because this actually something I knew about and completely forgot, and I'm so glad I remembered it because it's hilarious. There's a historical account of Napoleon being attacked by rabbits.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted like... Okay, yeah, okay, I was just making sure I could remember it properly. It was like a sort of hunting reserve he wanted in France. Like by his house, and instead of like pheasants or grouse.
And then the rabbits started like fighting back.
No, he wanted to shoot rabbits, so obviously
the rabbits shot him
or whoever bought a load of rabbits, except they were tame rabbits instead of wild rabbits.
Oh, right.
So when they saw like people, they kind of just went, "Oh, food," and started like coming towards him.
Oh, so he thought that they were attacking him.
Yeah, so he started just like running towards Napoleon, I guess.
Please tell me that he ran away, because that would be hilarious.
He did, yeah. Well, this wouldn't be like 5 rabbits, this would probably be hundreds of rabbits.
I mean, that
just attacked by a horde of rabbits.
Do you reckon he still did hunting after that?
Maybe just not rabbits.
Yeah.
Maybe something that couldn't run, like a snake.
Nah, snakes can still go fast.
Oh yeah, they can still go fast. What can't run? Sloths.
Me.
Hunted a sloth.
Yeah, and then it like gets in water and starts swimming towards it.
Oh no. Falls in his pond and he's like, oh.
He'd have a better time hunting me, because like, I'd just see a gun and think, well, I'm not outrunning that.
Were you around in Napoleonic France?
Yep.
Oh. How was Napoleon?
Not as short as people say.
Oh. Was he as angry as they say?
Yep.
Right, at least that's historically accurate then.
Right, so,
I'm still a firm believer he was just really short, but that's because it's funny.
anyway, let's not go off, continue on this tangent. What do you think the starters are going to be?
So, obviously everyone's pretty set on Empoleon. As us
Yeah,
three know,
Piplup.
I would have loved it to have been Totodile. But I guess now that's more unlikely. I'm really sad about that. So I'd probably have to go Piplup for the water starter.
Yeah.
I am actually
The only fire type starter that we can definitely rule out would be Cyndaquil because they've already used it.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Cinderace, quite a funny one, based on that story, and also it could just fit anyway. For some reason I don't really have a reason for it, but possibly Tepig. I feel like it's just kind of been an underused Pokemon in a way.
Kind of. Like, personally, I don't think it'll be any generations that they use starters in the previous game for, but, you know, that's just me. Thing is, though, you were saying about the story of Napoleon being attacked by rabbits. Scorbunny would be weak to Piplup. Unless they just, like, have, like, secondary types where the, you know, like, type advantage goes in reverse. That could be interesting.
Are you saying the Pokemon Company bases their games off historical accuracy?
I don't know, but you brought it up.
Yeah, because it's a funny story.
Fair enough. So, what do you think for the
I doubt
best?
they were back in the day when the servants was like, oh, but Napoleon, you're a water type, you can easily beat these rabbits.
Napoleon wasn't a water type.
And for the grass type starter, that is an interesting one. I haven't really thought about that much. I'm gonna say. Let me think.
Trico.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Trico. I think that'll just be cool to see like a different form for it.
Like with the new forms.
Or possibly Chikorita.
Yeah, if they want to use Chikorita, it will be like a really bold move because they'll have to make the final evolution look amazing for people to not be mad. Because like between all of the grass type starters, people might get annoyed that it wasn't like any other. Because I think Chikorita is literally like the least loved starter in general. For like the starters that will get new forms, though. Like if it is my prediction of Fuecoco, Trico, and Sobble, then
actually, yeah, that's a good one. So I don't know if you actually have the whiteboard up, obviously I can't see the recording.
I don't have the whiteboard up, I'll just have a quick look.
Brian's just bought an ability, which I guess could solve the whole Cinderace and Polygon thing.
Oh yeah, Libero. They have kind of nerfed Libero, but fair point.
A Libero? I read that as Libio.
Libio.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one eye.
I didn't see the R.
Oh, right. Well, anyway.
Libo.
Liposuction. So
that's the
back
new
to
ability to the game.
Actually, I should probably show it on the stream video. Christ, I'm like so used to streaming.
I mean,
well,
you're
anyway,
more of a VTuber.
If you're looking at the video, then there it is up there, Libero. So feel free to pause if you need to have a quick read of that. But anyway, back to.
I suppose for the people that can't be also in the video as well. Libero, Libio, Libo, Liposuction, whatever you want to say, changes the Pokemon's type to that of its previously used attack.
No, just before it uses the attack, it changes its type to be the same as what it's about to use. But they did nerf it.
I'm reading the exact description.
Oh, well, the exact description is rubbish. Well, anyway, they did kind of nerf it in Scarlet and Violet so that now it only works once rather than every time, which, fair enough, it was pretty broken. But, yeah, back to the potential starters for Pokemon Legends, though. There's, oh, for God's sake, I've got my chat widget displayed. Okay, there's just going to be like a grey patch in the top left for the videos, but anyway, that aside, I tried thinking of like what.
So does that mean your streamer avatar is going to be in the video?
No, just the chat widget, like the grey box thing where chat messages appear.
That would have been funny, just for the whole video, you're there.
Yeah. I did think about that, but I thought, no, it's not, like, my video, so I shouldn't do that. Okay, so if I can finally talk about these starters...
Yeah, go ahead.
I tried thinking about what you could associate with France to try narrowing it down a bit, because I narrowed it down to Gen 3, Gen 8 and Gen 9 when I was like coming up with my reasoning. And I tried thinking if there were any Pokemon based around food. So like the things I found out from that were Chespin and Fuecoco for like chestnuts and some kind of pepper. And there is like a pepper that is used for cooking a lot in France, like in French cuisine.
So I grow in France though.
So it could get like you know, a new form where it's based more on that pepper than its previous form.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
As for Sobble, that's based off of like spy movies, you know, like a gentleman kind of guy who like fights with a gun and that, you know, as an agent.
Are you trying to say James Bond?
Yeah, basically. It was based off of James Bond.
But James Bond's British, you can't have him in France!
Yes, but the starters will probably get a different form. Anyway, what I was getting at is...
Cluzo!
Shut up. So you know like the...
It's based around Cluzo.
Shut up. So you know like the noir films, like the black and white ones where it's the guy that's always brooding? Stop.
Well, I'm just saying, Inspector Cluzo in Telly on that would be great.
I haven't seen that.
Have you never seen the Pink Panther films?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
See?
So back to what I was saying, if it's Sobble, I think that the new Inteleon will be based off of like noir movies. And then finally with Trico, it was just process of elimination. Although you could make a joke, like, because it's based off of the kind of lizard that can detach its tail to retreat. There's an obvious joke to be made there, but I don't think Nintendo will go that direction.
Why don't you make the joke then?
Nah.
I'll make the joke. France surrenders. Haha, funny.
Yeah. It would have been even funnier if I muted you on the OBS before saying that.
Yeah, I'll make the joke.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, he's gone off on one time to avoid being cancelled.
Oh, I like French people, really.
Press X. Anyway, so, yeah, that seems to have pretty much covered everything. And then some.
Actually, that is one thing we've never considered. Would maybe Xerneas and Yveltal be in it?
Potentially.
And would they get sort of new forms as well? Because obviously in Legends Arceus you had the
Oh yeah, if those two were in it...
Dialga and Palkia being like merged with...
No, they weren't merged, they had like origin forms.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it like sort of merged with each other, or they were sort of like had a bit of Arceus in them? I can't remember really.
No, it was just like the origin forms.
Okay.
But yeah, now that you mention those two, they could potentially get mega forms if Zygarde doesn't, so that could be a thing. But what I reckon with Xerneas and Yveltal, if Volo does return, then he had that whole epiphany about wanting to destroy the world and change it. So maybe he would think that, like, you know, the Pokemon of life and death could do that as well. Like, you know, Yveltal kills everything and Xerneas, like, makes new life, better life or whatever. You know, like, he might have some kind of god complex for that, thinking if he can't make a better world, he'll just make better people to live in the world, that kind of thing.
You know, Xerneas makes better life by getting rid of Volo.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be such an ironic ending if he's like...
Make life better! Okay, wait, no, I'm disappearing, no!
Yeah. No, I feel like what would... Actually, no, I don't think this would happen, but it'd be kind of funny, like... Volo gets Xerneas and Yveltal, and he's saying, I want all the bad life in the world to be gone and replaced with better stuff. And then, like, Yveltal just kills him, Xerneas brings him back, and they're just looking at him like, are you sure you want that? And he's like, okay, I changed my mind, I'm gonna go now. Probably go...
And just from the distance, you just see Thanos go...
Yeah. No, then Volvo, like, he's just changes his mind. He's like, okay, point taken. I'm gonna go to Unova and possibly discover the original Dragon Pokemon. See ya.
I'll be back in the next Legends game.
I think there is potential to have him be like a recurring villain, though. To be honest, because like,
Okay, that is the only acceptable use to bring him back, just to kill him.
well, I mean, yeah, you're probably not gonna like this, but I think there is potential to bring him back, like Legends Johto or whatever it would be called. You know, that could possibly be like a connection to Legends Arceus. Legends Zygarde or ZA or whatever could be like, you know, what I said about how he's trying to get more perfect life or whatever. Then, like, if they make a Unova game, he could think about, like, truth and ideals, which is, you know, kind of, like, vague enough to use with any villain, basically, because they all have their own goals.
Legends Sword and Shield, he just wants to do some historic reenactment.
Like, yeah, Legend Sword and Shield. I wonder what he'd do for that.
Oh, no.
Like, unless he's thinking, I don't know, maybe he causes the darkest day or whatever. I don't know, maybe he's, like, gathering...
Steals the crown jewels. Oh, no.
maybe he's gathering wishing stars thinking his wish will come true, and then, like, he inadvertently brings out Eternatus. And that was, like, the original Darkest Day. And then he's, like, just good enough at hiding for it to not be recorded for continuity reasons in Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Legend Scarlet and Violet.
I don't know, I didn't play enough of that game.
I guess time travel wouldn't have happened yet, so...
Time travel, he goes to... No, it would have happened because of the past Paradox Pokemon. Yeah, he travels back to present day, I guess, and, like,
yeah.
I don't know, you help Cynthia, like, kick his ass or something.
Kill him.
Probably not that.
Gets eaten by a dinosaur.
Yeah, a dinosaur comes back from the past as well.
See, this is what I'm saying. Why can't they just make, like, prehistoric Pokemon game?
I don't know how it would work. A
Like,
medieval
my
one would be...
game.
Medieval would be interesting, though, because they could have, like, well, the people did use Pokemon, like, back in the day, because, have you seen Arceus and the Jewel of Life?
No.
Oh, well, that partially takes place in the past, and there's, like, Pokemon, you know, helping out in the kitchen and that. Like, there's the Johto starters. I can't remember what, Totodile was doing, but Cyndaquil was, like, acting as basically a living torch thing, you know, for a cooking pot, while Chikorita was being made to, cut vegetables and that with the leaf on its head.
Chikorita was being made to serve.
Chikorita was being served.
Mm.
Anyway, it's kind of weird. So, getting back on topic, do you have any last things to say before we stop the recording for today?
If I could just continue one thing, the hive mind attitude of ants was interesting.
Okay, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
It's interesting. Let me finish this. No.
Goodbye.
No.